Hi, welcome to day 5 Learn Excel VBA from scratch. Today we will be doing a case study. Last 4 sessions, whatever you learned, today we will be applying the same in practice. So make sure you are thorough on last 4 sessions. Now let's take the case. Suppose you are a manager in a company who manufactures face mask, and the management asks you to distribute the stock in various states of India according to the open cases of COVID. Now you want to get the data of state-wise COVID. So you can just go to the Google and search for COVID India state-wise. So it is there in the government site. I hope it is government site. So you are going to the site and you can see the state-wise COVID cases here. So you want to copy the data and you paste it in the Excel. So when you paste it in the Excel, you can see the data is not in a tabular format. Here it was in the tabular format, but when I pasted the data, it is not in a tabular format. And the structure of the Excel also, some are big size, you can see the cells, some are big size, some are normal. So I want to avoid this one first. So what I will do, I'll paste the data, then you can click on this CTRL and paste as a destination formatting. So one issue we have solved. Now the structure is same, but again I have a problem. It's coming down. We don't know the reason why it's coming down. Whenever you copy the data from any website or from any other source, it used to happen. Now what you will have to do, you need to copy everything. So the state name is Sandaman, total confirmed case, that also you have copied, code case, then you have copied, and the death case. Can you imagine you need to do this thing to all of this data and how long it will take? Here VBA comes to the role and help you to do things easier. So let's begin with our coding. I'll take a button and start to do the coding. So we have already captured this many data here, so I can delete those and start with the first state, which is Andhra Pradesh. So to delete the data, I can go to the home, delete cells, or as a shortcut you can press Ctrl-. Now you can see the box. Once this data deleted, means entire row is going to delete. So what should replace here? Either shift cells left, which means this will come to the left, which I don't want to happen. Shift cells up, these cells will replace here. That's fine for me, so I'll choose that one. Now you can see from Andhra Pradesh, because Andaman we already copied. Now I will have to copy from here. First I will define an integer, dimension a as integer, because I will loop through all these columns. For that I will use a. Now as you know how to write loop for a equal to, from where we need to start, from here 1 2 till where I need to go, to the last data, which is 189. So immediately I'll put next a so that I will not forget. Now I have started the loop. I have defined integer because I am using the integer here, and I'll continue the loop. I hope day 4 loop you have learned well. And one more thing, if possible, you code along with me so that you will have an understanding how things work. Once we completed this session, without seeing the video, try to replicate the same. Now I have defined my loop. Now I have a problem. Here the problem is, okay, this state will come here, and the confirmed case will come here, discharged case will come here, and the death will go to here. What I will do with this data? How I can skip the data? Because I have written 1 to 189, so 1, 2, 3, 4. When it reaches 5, what I will do? This data should not be copied. Then I had to skip 5, I had to skip 6, I had to skip 7. When it reaches 8, I had to copy. Now the another problem is there, because this is 3. Okay, I can skip. But when it comes to here, it is only 1. Here is no 3. So I cannot say computer directly skip 3. Each place it is different. So here it is 2. So how computer will understand which row has to be skipped? For that, we'll see the data. There is a common thing on all this data, which is whichever the rows I want to skip, it has HTTPS as a left 5 items. Let's look only HTTP, which is 4 characters in the left side is HTTP. So you know which function to use? Yes, we will use left function to find out whether it's a data we need or it's a data we need to skip. So I'll write my code. If left of, then I need to take the cells, then I will write a comma, then what is the column index? It is 1, right? So here in this code is looking here, then we are asking whether the in this cell, whether the 4 left characters are HTTP or not. So comma 4 is equal to HTTP. If it is yes, which means we need to skip that, right? So then I need to close the bracket. If condition I have written, so I need to close the if condition bracket, then skip. So I don't have to write anything to skip because we have nothing to do for the skip, right? Only in case of we want to copy, we need to write it. So instead of like this, I will do if not equal to HTTP, which means if it is HTTP, no, then do something. If it is no, then do. If it is no, then do. If it is no, then do. If it is then yes, then we will not do anything because we want to skip it. Now I need to, here it I got no because not equal to HTTP. I had to copy that data to here. So cells of, now which row it is? 3, right? 3 comma column is 5, E is equal to 5. 5 equal to cells of which row? Now we are storing the row number in A, so it will be A comma column is always 1 because all the data is in 1. So that data is copied to here. Now I need to copy this data as well, right? How we will find a logic for it? Now it will go back to the row 2 and it will find yes, it is not equal to HTTP. Then we need to copy that data, but not to here. This time it is to here. Then what will happen to this formula because it will replicate, right? Because it's going through each stage. Actually, we want to skip this one, but how I will skip that one? Is there any provision? There can be provision which might look more complicated. So let's use another method. I will define dimension b as integer. Now what b will do? B will play a role of skipping this area. Now let's see how we will skip. So now we defined b, and I will say b is equal to, I need to start from here, right? So we have utilized 2 rows already. We need to write it is to 3. So b is equal to 3. Now instead of writing 3 here, I'll write b, so that now you can imagine how the formula is cells of b comma 5, which means b is equal to 3. So here we are available. So the data will be copied to this place and the data comes from here. Now I need to write the data to here, this data, right? So cells of, again the row is same, b is the row, third row, comma, instead of 5 it will be 6 because the column is now 6. As you can see, this is a 6, is equal to cells of, now it is not a is 1, so I want a plus 1. So I'll write a plus 1, comma, and the column is same. Now you know how to copy to here, right? It's very simple. So cells of b is same because the row is same, and the data in the 7th area we want, and here it is a is here, a plus 2 we need. Now I have to copy the death counts. So here it is 8. This column is h is equal to 8. Now the data is a plus 3. That is what I want. So here it is 3. So we copied all the data. Now there is another problem. This entire data structure is over and all the data is came to here. Now a is equal to 1, right? Then when a become 2, this will copy the data again because this is not equal to HTTP. So I need to say a that a is the definition we have given, not the English grammar a. So I need to say this particular a, don't go to 2, 3, 4 because I already copied from there. You go to the next one. So how I will write? Now a is equal to a plus 3 because this 3 data we already copied. Is it enough? No, because we are taking the row number from b, right? We have already utilized the third row. Now I need to say the next available free row is in 4. So I'm storing the raw data in b. So now b is equal to b plus 1. Now I need to write and if. I hope you understand. I'll clarify once again. Now let's see how it works. Once I click on button, you can see all the data is copied and within a second. Otherwise, imagine you have to copy all this data. Okay, it's a state-wise data. Tomorrow you need shop. Suppose a company having 100 shop and you want to copy the data, whichever the software you are using, and you're getting the data in a non-structured format, or we can say not in a tabular format. So you are supposed to copy manually everything. If it is 100 shops, imagine how much time it will take. May take 3 or 4 hours of time. Instead, if you are doing like this around 10 lines of codes, things will happen within seconds. And to write these codes, if you are experienced person, it may take less than 1 minute. Now I can just select for the newcomers information. To select all the data from the keyboard, press Ctrl Shift right arrow till the end of the right, it's selected. Then press down arrow till end of the down, it's selected. Then press Ctrl T, which is for the table. Now see how beautiful it looks. Let me explain once again the code, how it is going. First, we defined A because A is our loop, right? A is equal to 1 to 189 because that many rows we have. So it's looping A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I have written if condition. So I'm checking, I want to skip these people. That is the reason I'm using the if condition. If this cell left 4 characters not equal to HTTP, then only we need to do jobs. If it is equal to HTTP, the if condition is false and it will go further. Or I can write something like here, else, nothing to do, because we don't have to do anything. By default it will skip. So I don't have to write that code. So this is where the condition is, whether to find is it a data we need or not. Once it is completed, then we are going to the first cell where we want to paste the data. So this is the, we already had the data here. So from here we want to paste, because this is we copied manually. Then we are writing B. What is B? We said B is third row because we want to find the last used row. So we got third row. Then fifth column is 5 is equal to cells of A, 1, which means A is here first time it is 1. So from here the data to be copied to here. Again we are saying cells of B, 6, which means here the data need to copy from here, which means A plus 1, which is equal to 2. And we did the same for other areas. Now I need to skip. We already copied the data. That is the reason I need to skip this one. So I have written now A is equal to A plus 3, so that in the loop 2 and 3 will be ignored and it will run to the fourth one. Now once here it will be 4, I can do the comment here, become 4. Once it reaches here, it will ask next here, so it will become 5. So here it reach. Now the condition checks whether it's HTTP. Yes, it is HTTP, so nothing to do. And all these codes will not execute, because if condition, if true, then only this code will get executed. So it will go to here and it says next year, so the year become 6. Here again, if condition not satisfied, become 7. Once it reaches 8, if condition is satisfied, these codes will get executed. Now the role of B here, we are finding the last row used. So initially we defined B is 3, and in the third row we pasted the data. So now fourth row is free. So we are saying now B is equal to B plus 1. So B become fourth one. So once this came in back, then here it will be 4. Imagine if this is missed, what will happen to the data? Let's see. Now see how it goes. Everything goes wrong, right? Because of we missed the one place, because we want to make the B4. Now again we got it. So you have a tabular format now. Now whichever the way you want to manage the data, you can do it from here. I hope it's clarified. Any clarification required, please comment the video and don't forget to share and like. Thank you.